next morning. So don't mind me and my coffee. But I hope everyone, like I said, is doing great. Today is the 16th of February. I've already shuffled the cards and everything, but I'm getting directions to do so again. So let's make this the mid-month. Let's make this the mid-month learn and discern message. How about that? Let's make this mid-month. Can you believe we're already almost in March? Time flies. So I hope you're still going, said Spirit. So let's just see what comes out for this learn and discern message. Let's see what comes out in the channel thoughts cards. Didn't I say something about progressing or processing? All right. You have progressing or processing. Either you're stagnant or you don't know what to do. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Maturity means letting go of old things. And then underneath that, you had the golden rule and tend to yourself. And ambition in the reverse. Okay. All right. All right. So you have progressing or processing. You have volunteer. You had, are you the giraffe or do you own the zoo? And then you had listen. Your overall energy was maturity means letting go of old things. The golden rule, tend to yourself, and ambition in the reverse. Okay, so something doesn't have any fruitfulness. Like there's nothing that's going to come from it. There's no ambition. There's no motivation for something to happen. And then here, this is self-explanatory of you being a bigger person and taking care of yourself, or I can do bad by myself is what I'm getting off of this. All right. Your higher self is telling you, take care of yourself. All right. Something about either green or yellow is someone's favorite color, green, yellow, or white. All right. So listen to yourself. Just like how you want others to treat you how you want to be treated, you have to treat you how you want to be treated as well. So this feeling of stagnation, this thing of feeling like you're at a standstill or you're in the midst of something, you have to make a decision at this point. You have to make a decision. And you have volunteer out here as well. So again, you have to make a decision. It's not a thing of you waiting on the other person to start a conversation or not. It's just you're going to have to volunteer yourself first to set the tone. You have to also remember that you're in control. Either you're in control or someone's having control over you. You need to redefine what your power is. And when Spirit says listen, you know, meditating and you actually sitting in silence to be able to hear what is next for you, that's what's missing. That's what's missing, the connection. All right. This is why you feel so haywire. And it's because part of how you are able to tolerate and maintain control is that you have a higher power that you listen to. And so there's a disconnect there. There's a disconnect there. Yeah, you want to be the ballsy one. You want to be the ballsy one because clearly you waiting on someone else. Again, that's what that control card came out. It's like, okay, well, who the fuck is you in a relationship? I mean, you're just as important. All right, whatever the situation is, you're just as important. So why is it that, you know, you're taking a second seat to somebody else's regards other than your own first. Absolutely not. That doesn't sound like an adult. That sounds like you're dealing with a child, because only a parent has, you know, does that nurturing shit like that. You shouldn't have to feel as if like you have to like use your maturity like that. That's crazy. You need to check their ID. Make sure they of a legal age, because it's giving childish. It's giving you're moving past childishness. All right, give me a card. I'm using the Millennial Tarot deck. Give me 3 cards for your past, present, and future. Give me a card for your past first. Stubborn, aren't we? Thank you. Ooh. Somewhere in the past, there was an imbalance. All right. There was an imbalance. You had the temperance. You had the urban farmer in reverse come out. That's pretty much like a temperance vibe in reverse. And I will read the back. Your mind is fertile with progressive ideas. You see a world that needs helping and a path to fix it. Will you help others grow a patch of progression, or let pessimism rot the fruit of your labor to be nothing but compost? I like that. And mind you, it's in the reverse. So this is someone, again, it goes right back to that ambition in reverse card that I had out, and that came out in your overall energy. This person is probably unstable. They have the least desire of being influential, or like just being part of the movement of like being a game changer, doing something better than, you know, how it was done before. This person may be someone who's frivolous. This person has clouded judgment. They have a dark tendency about them. And again, grow a patch of progress. That's just like the progressing or processing card that came out. All right. This person doesn't know what to do with themselves. They don't know what to do with themselves. So that's why they're in balance. This is a temperance energy in the reverse. And what's so crazy is, overall, so far on the bottom, where it is this person is in balance, you had the high priestess energy on the bottom of this card. You're very, very the opposite. Like, you're out there. You like to be around other people. You like seeing scenery. You like just being yourself, following a beat to your own drum. You're very aware of, you know, your body, health. At the same time, you're a person that people probably always see smile, or always seem to be in like good vibes or good lights. Give me a card for your present. Give me a card for your present. Be sure that you like and subscribe. Hype the video. Give me a card for your present. See, this right here lets me know, like, you're at a standstill. You're at a standstill knowing that you can take control if you want to. And you not realizing that power that you walk in, that you possess, it's because it's always been put to the side because of other people coming first. That's what you're dealing with. That's why you stuck like Chuck. You got to remember who you are. You got to remember you have just as much power as someone who tries to tell someone else what to do. You can't let them, you can't, Spirit says you can't allow them to feel like they control you. All right. So what's up? Thank you. The Fireballer. This is the Emperor in reverse energy. All right. Boo and rally is not a phrase, but a way of life. Your insistent voice and boundless energy brings life to the party. You will bring joy, but will you respect when they do not want to take 5 consecutive group shots? All right. This was in the reverse. All right. So right now, there seems to be, again, a disconnect in the energy. There's a disconnect in the social life as far as being around people. There's confusion between boundaries and respecting them, and respecting boundaries. But at the same time, what's so crazy is this person likes attention. This person likes attention. Yet again, on the bottom, overall energy so far, the Empress. That's you. That's you. Miss Entrepreneur, Miss Standing in My Beauty, Miss Sophisticated, Miss I Got It Going On, but don't play with me. Give me one card for the future. Give me one card for the future. Puzzled, huh? That's what happens when you lose sight of the source of where your power comes from. One card. Please and thank you. Wow. Don't know where to go, huh? Don't know what to do. Don't know what to think. Okay. Ooh. Can't make this up. Hermit. Hermit energy. And mind you, this card is saying off the grid. All right. It is a little cabin in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful stars at night. Beautiful. And on the back, it says, you see beauty where others do not. Nature and solitude. Escape can bring peace at the cost of modern plumbing. Will you consider using do not disturb mode before you move to a monastery in Tibet? Nice. Nice. Yes. You're a person who likes to disconnect and just rejuvenate just off of maybe nature. Maybe you like to go outside and get grounded. You're also a person who appreciates just being by themselves. Like, you're not a person who's afraid to be alone. You're not a person who sees being alone to be some type of end of all be all. You actually find it quite relaxing. You find it quite relaxing. That is your speed. That's where you feel the most grounded, I hear. Be careful, because though you may see, being in solitary by yourself, you may find solitude by yourself to be something that is very peaceful. You also gotta keep in mind too that there's a whole world out there. But I definitely see this hermit energy for your future. What was on the bottom? Look, the world. And look, someone's out here having brunch, and they filling up the little mason jar glasses. It looks like there's 3 there. They about to have a little shindig together. And they have a nice little watch on. So, let's read the back of it. Bloody Mary, Mother of Christ, Savior of hung-over bodies, will avocado toast and bottomless mimosas suspend Sunday scaries or leave you regretfully unproductive and in a need of a nap? All right. Again, this watch here just gives me this vibe that someone has a couple of coins. All right. The nails, how the nails are manicured. It's giving a hard, make sure make sure you put a Mrs. on the front of my name. You know what I'm saying? That type of respect. I like that for you. And I can see how progressing or processing can put you at that crossroads of, you coming into your success and you feeling yourself. All right. So just keep in mind, right? With every level of success, there comes a responsibility more than the last that you have to be responsible for. So don't party too hard. All right. Underneath that, you have the moon energy with the ghoster card. You can move on easily and without hesitation. Your text messages are but a whisper in the night. Are you saving someone from pain or haunting those that you've left feeling invisible? Okay. So there's some type of blockage that's coming through. Again, even then, I can tell you this. You may very well you may be attracted to the ones that are on the dark side, maybe have some type of like mysterious vibe to them. It's mysterious for a reason. So don't get so caught up in the fact of like you feel like you're on some mystique shit. No, just be mindful. Be mindful. All right. And you have the devil in reverse. I like that. I like that. Yes, I like that. Okay. So, yes, I see you starting over, Spirit says. You want to start over. You want to do something different, but you have to recharge first in order for that to happen. All right? So, just remember to not isolate yourself in the midst of that, which I'm glad you're not, because you have a cycle here where you seem to be opening up to friends, new friends. This Emperor and this Fireballer in the reverse, they may very well be a person that likes to like hang out or drink with their friends. I don't see this person doing that with their friends right now. If anything, I see them doing it by themselves, but I don't see their friends doing it. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, you over here kicked up, you know what I'm saying, with your hermit energy, just really just trying to cipher out what just didn't seem balanced for you. Well balanced for you. Okay. First card out of my soul journey deck is purpose. I am here. Excuse me. I know what I am here to do. Progressing or processing? Which one? Maturity comes with letting old things go, right? When you find out what it is that you're meant to do, it's not going to feel like it is work. Failure in reverse. It's not going to feel like it is work. You're going to be on the right path with whatever your purpose is. Now, understand with your purpose, you're going to have people that you're going to have to approach with this Peace in reverse card. Your purpose is to enlighten, almost like a healer vibe. You're going to your purpose deals with seeing the bright side of failure and mistakes, as well as the lessons that are in success. And also, this may be your version of this, is that in you figuring out the purpose of whatever this chapter and cycle is in your life, you've realized whatever steps you're making forward and letting go of the past about, you don't see it as a fuck up. You don't see it as it being something that was to throw you off course. It was defined, and the assignment was to see if you are going to be able to distinguish what will ruin your peace or not, or take from your peace or not. That was the purpose. This is why the card of maturity, letting things go, was also in your overall energy. Because what isn't mature for you isn't going to feed into your higher self wanting you to keep going in your good energy. You feel me? Whew. Oh, wow. And guess what? You are confident. I like the fact that on the bottom of the deck, you had worry in reverse. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. Okay? That's how I see you, like with God in the front seat. Y'all got the window down. He got his arm hanging out, nodding his head back and forth, and that song is on. And it's just like, it's like a Christian version of it. It's like, literally, you're not worried about nothing because you riding with you riding with that Jesus. So that's good. That's good. I like that for you. Tell me more about failure in reverse. Tell me more about failure in reverse. Because the card says, I find that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And I sense that you've already had like that first test. You know how we all go to exams for whatever we want as a career. And when we do that, they typically give us like, what, 2 or 3 attempts? Well, your higher power is like that too. All right. There comes a time where sometimes we have to do things over just to make sure that we did them right. So that's where the word again comes in. But once you do it again and you realize where it is, you need to make the changes and the differences at, you learn that once you pass that test and you're able to get out of that cycle or out of that lesson, you find that it's not a failure. It is really a lesson, and it's meant for you to be able to take notes with you moving forward. It's just like any grade level. Like, you learn how to read, you go to the next level, you start reading picture books. You learn how to read, you start with picture books, and then you move to chapter books. The thing is even though the book format is changing, they're still the same words that you were taught to learn. So that's pretty much what the science is of like these spiritual lessons that we get in. So let's see what we can. Oh, look. Spirit popped out freedom to clarify your failure in reverse. Spirit says the more you know, the more you grow. And down here it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay? So again, this is giving me a vibe that you're filtering out. You're filtering out low vibrations. You're filtering it out. Look. And it's crazy because you had love in reverse on the bottom as so far your overall energy. You can now distinguish, you can now identify what is and what isn't to be considered genuine love. And that's good, because when you can detect that it's not genuine, you know you have the freedom and the power and the free will for you to go on by your business, because the purpose is for you to understand how important and how valuable your peace is. Your purpose should not disturb your peace, and your peace should not disturb your purpose. They have to work together. But in order for you to know what peace feels like, you have to break from this bondage of feeling like something else, other people or other places are to be elements of your happiness. Your happiness should come from a place of within, i.e. peace, i.e. purpose, i.e. freedom. Spirit says they can't take these things away from you. They're invisible. All right? We all have our right to those things. Where we mess up and where we have to learn the assignment again is when we don't identify the transmitters of when we start to send over energy and good vibes, and they start turning it into kinetic energy or whatever the case may be. And then that's when they start using it to just really just grind you down, where it's just a shell of you. You know, we don't really take inventory of what it is that we transfer to another person. That can go for during intimacy, like sex. That can go for that. That can go for kissing, touching hands, being in the same room. You know, some folks may be telepathically, like, you know, they can finish each other's sentences, that type of vibe. Like when you're able to do that, there's a connect there. So regardless of however you're wired for yourself, when you put yourself with someone else, they have an energy, you have an energy. When you two intertwine, when you two mingle, when you two conjugate, you two come with you two create a friction, you create a kinetic energy. And so understand, whatever one is more powerful, that's going to be the more dominant. So if you're a person who is soft spoken, or if you're a person that's really about being about that inner work, and of course it's inner, so it's just your business and your higher power, you know, that's really powerful. Because a lot of people, they talk a lot to make sure they feel the dead air in the room. That lets you know if that person is comfortable with silence, with quiet, with sitting still, with hearing, with discerning, with meditating. You know, they can't sit still and be okay in the quiet. That's a red flag. And so if they can't keep still and be quiet in the quiet, yet you can, whose peace will they be disrupting if you two are in the same room and you're trying to meditate? Who will turn the phone, who will turn the TV on first? It will be them, right? Yeah. Because they don't know how to sit in their peace. They don't even know they have it. So this is what you're filtering out for mid-February. This is what you're filtering out for mid-February. It's just like, it's not working for you. It's not working for you. Bright and dark. Brightness, light, light and darkness. Black and white makes gray. When you're in a room, everything is off and you're just sitting there, and that other person comes in the room, they start turning on water, turning on TV, turning on the garbage disposal, load the dishwasher. That's a person. That is a person who is unsettled with peace. They don't know what it's like because haven't had it, haven't experienced it, not trying to, either one of those. Clarify peace in reverse. I'm being nosy today. I want to try to keep this under 30 minutes. And I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, you know why there's no peace? This person's very, okay, where it is, you're not judgmental, this person is. All right? I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. This is the first time I've ever seen this card come out. And I've had this deck for almost 6 years. Dead ass. On the bottom, the overall energy is change in reverse. Again, whatever it is that you see in this relationship is not vibing. You need to get out now while you still know and still are walking in the power of knowing what you need to do. Dead ass. Dead ass. Because, you know, your peace can be at risk just as much as your sanity and your happiness. This person does not want to change. They are delusional. They do not have accountability. And this is why they don't have shit. They scared as fuck. They can't, they're a grown ass child. And yet, they want you to be accepting of their ways, but they're not honest of how they are. And instead of them changing, they want you to be disciplined to take your crap and not feel bad about it. But that balance ain't it. So you're willing to take the chains off and let it be, and not only, first and foremost, forgive yourself, because clearly you've done the work to be able to see a change in yourself. This person, they don't see that as something that is to be done because you want to. Right underneath this car, I cannot lie to you, you have fucking growth in reverse. I'm literally going through the cars, just channeling the shit. And literally, as soon as I said grow, I'm like, yo, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Look how much I literally just sat here and told you about. Yeah. When I say this person is stuck like Chuck, this is a person who walked into like a whole like turtle den and damn near cracked their leg out of place. Like, that's what it's given. That's how stuck this person is. Even if so happens you wanted to save them, they're still fucked up. You will still have to carry them. And why carry them when you already got your own shit that you got to deal with? And I don't mean shit like it's something bad. Knowing your purpose like it's something bad. Knowing your purpose is great. It comes with work, though. It comes with you having to invest time and be dedicated and be disciplined to be able to make sure that it sticks. If being at peace and harmony is what it is that you're wanting and looking for, and you're going off the grid for it to rechannel and recharge, you want that to stick. You want it to show. You want to feel it in everything that you do, because that is what helps fuel your purpose, right? So give that some thought for mid-February. Give that some thought. Give that some thought. I like the shift. I like the mental shift here. I like the mental shift of the priorities. You're changing the priorities. Something clicked. Something clicked. Something clicked. Spirit said the connection ain't you. The connection ain't you. It ain't you, because you've probably been connected with him for a while. It's the ones who can't sit still and quiet. That's the issue. That's the issue. All right, so let's see what's going on with your tarot real quick. I'm sorry, I'm already at 33 minutes. But if I don't be thorough, I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it, and I'm not gonna feel right. I'm not gonna feel right. So, what's going on for mid-February for my dreamers? Yes, take it. Okay. What's going on with my dreamers? Oh damn! Cut my head off. Are you saving money? That's what first came out. You're trying to secure yourself away from everybody else. Capricorn energy with the Four of Pentacles. You had the Hangman in reverse. That lack of control's gonna hurt. Wow. Okay. Bitch, you said my skin glow when I am positive. I'm in good health and all is well. That is so you. And this Hangman energy in reverse, again, that's someone who is stagnant. You know, they just don't know what the fuck to do with themselves, like I said. And they like you because you do. They like you because you do. Look at that. Message came out. What? What? You are a person with strong willpower and determination for whatever it is that you want to gain. You are able to actually get that shit done. You got somebody coming from the past, as well as could very well be, excuse me, you know, should there be an abundance and you're financially conscious and there is abundance that's coming, I don't see you being stingy at all. Same time, I feel like you're really going to help the ones that is in your heart to do so. Reason why I say that is because guess what? In this card of the Six of Pentacles, you see he's holding the balancer, right? He's holding the balancer over one person's head while he's giving to another. Okay? The one that he's giving to has 3 pentacles over their head, whereas the other one only has 2 with the balancer. Okay? So right above the balancer, there's 2 pentacles. All right? And over top of the person who's giving's head, they have 1, but they're willing to share with both of them. That person is not leaving them out to dry. They're just not giving as much to that one as the other. And this, I'm feeling, is coming from a place where you're in a position coming up where you're going to be able to give back that same help and sharing of finances as whoever shared with you in time of when you needed it. So when the time comes around where your riches and your fruit start to blossom, that person who penny pinched you, that person who was like, oh no, I can't, but they were all over Instagram telling me something, yeah, I cashed in my lottery tickets. Food stamps, what, bitch? Then they gonna be coming to you. And when you needed at least a boiled egg, now justice is going to be served and the same being given back. This is why you got to be careful how you treat people, because you never know when you need someone to give you a cup of water, let alone a quarter. Okay? So giving back and not giving back to the ones who turned their back. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, they got a hole in they blanket and everything. And mind you, they ain't really nothing in their hands. They giving all the coins to the other person. And the other person with the balance over his head, I mean, he's looking real pitiful, giving puppy dog eyes damn near. And it's just like, I'm going to give more over here because they need it versus coming over here and just, practicing reciprocity. Because even though you helped, it's how you helped that it's making it so that you're just getting back what you gave. You're not getting any more or any less. Good for you. Good for you. 10 of Cups. I love how you know how to create blissful relationships, blissful partnerships. You know how it feels to be happy and fulfilled. You very well may have had this feeling before in the past. I see it for you coming up. And I love that for you because you learned along the way what was true and genuine and what was cosplay and bullshit. I love that. Like, this person just honestly does not understand how bright and warm and loving you are. So far, on the bottom, Ace of Pentacles, overall energy. I told you. When this success comes in, don't be shocked. Keep saving your money. And I feel like this Four of Pentacles that came out first was you saving for this to come through. Whatever this new venture is, this new career you have going on, whatever opportunity you manifested out here, it's going to come. And it's going to come with that paycheck. With that paycheck. Hello, paycheck. So stay in that Four of Pentacles energy and make sure you put something aside for a rainy day, okay? There's no point in success and you still got to hustle for it. Where's the passion in that? Nowhere. So keep that in mind. What else going on for mid-February? A lot of self-care. Meanwhile, others are having some type of breakdown and insecurity. This person didn't know how strong you were until you really had to show them. And now it's like, now who's codependent? You want to know how I'm doing, what I'm doing, if I'm giving back, how sad if I am, what am I praying about, if you could listen and be telepathic. They just don't know your inner feelings. They don't know that your self-care and self-love was just full out separation. Full out separation. Again, they were at a standstill looking at the scenery. The moment they turned around a whole 180 and they couldn't see out their peripheral, you was out of there. Do you hear me? Out of there. Now they feel insecure, like they done lost a fucking puppy. And now they want to be like, oh, I wonder what she's doing. Or I wonder what he's doing. Or I wonder who they with. Or what they doing, where they be at. You real codependent on wanting to know where my surroundings and what the fuck I got going on. But you can't be that fucking codependent on a higher power to help you out of your fucked up ways. You know what I'm saying? You can't have control, and it's an issue. You don't want to change. It's an issue. You know, take that same codependency that you have, and you need to turn around and give it to your higher power. And then you can figure some shit out. I'm pretty sure higher power will not tell you to turn around and worry about me. Nine of Wands overall energy so far on the bottom. This is why I'm saying, like, you have to be the person to volunteer first. This person ain't gonna go nowhere if you don't take the first step. Quicksand, Spirit says. This person is quicksand. This person is quicksand. If you don't take the first step to initiate something changing, whatever it is that you can change, whatever it is that your purpose is, you don't lean on that, this person is going to be codependent as fuck. They're going to put their insecurities on you. And you are going to be in a two-person relationship dealing with another person just by yourself. And I see you doing the hard work to make that division, that divide possible. It's going to take work. I don't think that's anything you're not familiar with. It's just a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the purpose behind, like, it's the motivation behind the purpose. That's going to get you that Ace of Pentacles type vibe. You feel me? So keep loving on yourself. Keep telling yourself in the mirror, you're going to have a great day. And a great day will manifest. And with great days, you start manifesting more. And more starts coming. Spirit says pay attention. Because that's your power. I wouldn't give it to you if I didn't know you would use it responsibly. And I know you'll use it responsibly for you. This is why you have that. That's why you have that power. I didn't give it to anybody else as much as I gave to you. Because look what happens. They get it. They feel like they got it. They got a sense of it. And now they don't want to change. They're thinking they're bigger than the program. And they don't understand I control the program. So whether you want to have a good day or a bad day, if you don't find and abide by what it is that is a spiritual agreement or a spiritual understanding with the higher power, guess what? You won't want to change either. Because it's going to scare you shitless. Mercy comes in different forms. Mercy can be so much so like, yeah, know you're a shell of a person. But you know, I'm going to show you what type of grace there is and the mercy that is still upon you. So, Spirit says keep manifesting and keep going towards wanting that harmony and those blissful relationships and that divine love and that fulfillment, because it's definitely there for you. You're doing everything you're doing everything right. Spirit says you're doing everything right. You had a 4 of Swords in reverse. Again, stagnation. And this person is not sleeping. This motherfucker is stressed. When I say they stressed, they so stressed they burnt themselves out. How you burn yourself out from thinking? Like this person really wants you to stay in their energy, but I don't think they understand there's already been too many things. There's already been maybe 3 things that have transpired. And yet they don't see that they carry them. They don't see that they sleep on the master sword at all. It's like they don't understand that they push people on it. And when people get tired of getting pushed on top of knives and getting their shit ripped out, eventually, okay, yes, the body heals itself, but it takes love in order for that to happen. A scab does not heal if you just look at it. No, it takes you having to clean it. It takes you having to bandage it. It takes you having to change the bandage. All of that. That's self-love. Let's skip self-care. That's evident. That's obvious. But we're talking about self-love. And self-love is us saying, we got a scab here. We have a boo-boo here. We need to fix it. So on and so forth. You going through those steps to not get an infection, bitch, is self-love. Okay? Clearly, you don't want a blood infection. This is why you're doing your due diligence to clean it, to make sure it heals properly. Self-love. You wash your face at night before you go to bed so your face don't break out. Self-love. Fuck self-care. We know it's self-care. We need to really put a label on the shit. So then that way, when you are in your peace, you know where it's at. It's not just a feeling. It's you acknowledging it as well. You over here acknowledging all the good things that have come out of this quote unquote lesson. And this person's over here just wondering what you doing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all not on the same page. Y'all are at a crossroads. And you got to think, you know, it's like riding the bike for the first time out of the neighborhood you live in. And your parents decide to say, okay, well, you can go out a little bit further, but don't cross that street. You know what I'm saying? Unless we know about it or you ready to, you know what I'm saying, to do it. And you cross that street and it's a whole new world. It's a different world. Shit looks different. Now, the thing is, you're not close to home anymore. So how you going to carry yourself and how you going to do it? So when you at a crossroads with this person who is seemingly just being really who they are at this point in moment, stingy, selfish, all that type shit, unhappy, miserable, don't want to change, erratic as fuck, you got to think that's someone that you are to be a union with. Would that be a union you will feel like y'all equally yoked in? Tell me. You have everything you need as an element in life for you to do and live out the life that you want to live. Some of y'all may own pets. I see a little cat in there. You may like flowers, sunflowers maybe. Everything you touch will grow. You keep manifesting and staying in this high energy. And you keep saying that you're going to have a great day. You keep figuring out what it is that makes you feel good and you feel good doing it, and watch what happens. Star energy out here. I love that for you. And I love the fact your overall energy on the bottom, finally, is Knight of Swords. I love how you have this call to action to get shit done. You're not a person that's just going to just keep talking about it. Talking is nice, but it leads to people being very delusional as to how they are able to get shit done. It doesn't just come from talking. Okay, this is why I say you two are on opposite sides of the spectrum here, because guess what? Whereas they had ambitious in the reverse, this Knight of Swords here, they get shit done. They get shit done. And the shit that you're going to get done, it's going to come out of a place of just wanting to work off any of those feelings or emotions that had you stuck. This person ain't gonna go nowhere just as much as you want to release them. They not going nowhere. You had the 10 of Wands in reverse underneath all this. I hear doing the most, so I don't know what type of relationship y'all got going on, but this person is going to be missing you for sure. They're going to be missing you for sure. And while they're missing you, you're loving on yourself. You know, the timing is way off. Maybe in another lifetime. I got Capricorn here, air, some Aquarius, I got some Libra here. I got air, earth, water, fire. It could be any sign. But I see this being a renewal for you, and it's going to come with a very grand gesture from the universe. And you're going to really just breathe in that air. When it hits your lungs, you're going to know when it's different. Continue to keep up the good work. Continue to walk in who you are. Continue to shine bright. Continue to let go of things that no longer serve you. Continue to do you. The investment will pay off. All right. This is what I have for you all. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. Hype the video. Share to help me in the algorithm. If you are interested in a personal learn and discern message, my information is on the about page, right? So that way you'll be able to get in contact with me. Outside of that, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you tell yourself you're going to have a great day on purpose, and watch what happens. Come back, and maybe I should open up the comments. I've kept the comments closed because I don't want to deal with what I see like Tyler, Tarot, and Blue Rose go through. I don't want to deal with all of that. So I just feel like it'd be easier for you just to listen to the message, and what don't resonate, just leave. And what does, you take with you and just think about, and kind of just figure out what you want to do in between the results that I'm showing you and how it started. So yeah, be sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below, so that way you get to know when I post all of my learn and discern messages. And until next time, like I said, make sure you have a good day on purpose, and I will holler at y'all later.